Hello students. So today we are going to discuss topic proportion of your chapter ratio and proportion. In last two videos we already discussed about ratios and some problem of ratios. I hope you are able to solve all the problems of ratios. Now we are moving to the next part, that is your proportion. What are proportion? If we compare two ratios, then that condition is known as your proportion. Let me discuss. Suppose we have two ratios, A ratio B and another ratio C ratio D, and numerically it says that these two ratios are equal. These two ratios are equal means what? A ratio B is equals to C ratio D. So this condition is known as proportion, and we can write this condition as A ratio B proportion to C ratio D. This is means here we are comparing two different ratios. If and also we know that these two ratios are equal to each other, then only you can say that these two ratios are in proportion. Means if we change the condition of this part is also changed. A ratio B proportion to C ratio D. What does it mean? It means that A ratio B is equals to C ratio D. So this is known as your proportion. This condition is known as your proportion. I hope this one is clear to you. And this sign, it is a double colon sign. As you know that this colon sign is for ratio, but this double colon sign, this one is known as sign of proportionality. Sign of proportionality. So this is the concept of proportion. Now in proportion we have some concept, some terms. So let's start. If we say that A ratio B proportion to C ratio D, then these two terms A and D, this one A and this one D, they are known as extremes. Extremes, or you can say first term, second term, third term, fourth term, but actually they are known as your extremes. They are at the border, and these two terms at the mid of the proportion, they are known as your means. And if all these four terms are in ratio, then we can say that product of, this is a formula, product of extremes always equals to product of means. Product of extremes always equals to product of means. This is your formula, one of the formula. Clear? Suppose if any condition come that in that we says that this part means are same. Suppose we are saying that 1 ratio 5 proportion to 5 ratio 25. So in this, what we are observing, that means are same. So this formula is also true for that condition. We can write in a standard form: A ratio B proportion to B ratio C. So as we know that product of extreme equals to product of mean, so from this case we can say that B into B, that is B square, equals to AC. This is your one of the other formula. This clear? And if these two, there is a one term, one number in continuous, means both means this type of proportion is known as your continuous proportion. I hope this thing is clear to you. Continuous proportion. This topic maybe we discuss in class 7 also, but for class 6 this is the other one. We not use this part, we only use this one. This is of main base formula for this proportion. And also this one is known as your cross product rule. How this is known as your cross product rule? See this side, this one. A ratio, we can write this A ratio B as A upon B, because this ratio signifies the divide sign. Na? A ratio B upon C ratio D. When we do the cross multiplication, what we have? We have A into D equals to B into C. And if we see that A and D, these two are extremes, B and C, these two are means, this represent again this formula. So this formula is known as your cross product rule. This is the concept of proportion. When you solve some questions, you can easily understand about proportion. Let's discuss some questions. This is a question of first question of proportion, that check whether the given ratios are in proportion or not. Whether the given ratios are in proportion or not. For solving this one, what we observe, we say that if they are in proportion, then these two are means, these two are extremes and these two are means. Clear? So first we find out product. So you can write down what are extremes are. "12 and 12" means first 12 and second 12. Means are 18 and 28. So product of extreme that of means (504). And here what we are observing, that product of extremes and product of means are not same, so we can say they are not in proportion. We can write down not in proportion. Likewise we can check if we can choose another one, a very simple one. Check 4:6 and 12:18. If you can miss this line, you can write down directly product of extreme equals to extremes are these two, so 4 into 18. 18 4s are 72. Product of means, these two must be means, so 6 into 72 12, it's a 72. So these two are equal, product of extreme equals to product of means, then they are in proportion. In proportion. This is your checking the given ratios are in proportion or not. Next question. Following questions are simple in your class 6, that given numbers are in proportion or not. For example, it is given to you that find which of the following are in proportion. So find that these are in proportion or not. As we are observing that these two are extremes, these two are means. Clear? So as usual, we can find out product of extremes. This is product of extremes equals to 18 into 5, it's a 90. Clear? And that of means product of means equals to 10 into 9, it's a 90. So yes, they are in proportion. Yes. Write down one statement, numbers are in proportion. Clear? So likewise, you have to solve all the sums. Basically, in your this exercise, simply you have to judge that whether the given one is in proportion or not. In proportion, always remember that first ratio must be in same unit. Suppose I am choosing these two questions. Find out these two ratios are in proportion or not. This is question. It's a 2.5 kg, and the next one is ₹4 and ₹50. Ratio ₹50. Question asked to you that find these two ratios are in proportion or not. What is our first work? We have to convert into same unit. These two are rupees, leave as it is. This one is gram and this one is kilogram. It's a 2.5 kilogram. So we have to convert into one same unit. So we can write down 200 gram ratio 2.5 kilogram must be equals to 200 gram ratio 2500 gram. Clear? It's whenever we remove G cancels each other, double zero cancels each other, we have 2 ratio 25. Clear? This is the final one. And if we see this one, ₹4 ratio ₹50, it says that no, I am rupees cancel each other, 4 ratio 50. Again, we can, when we simplify, we have 2 ratio 25. Or you can leave as it is, need not simplify, leave as it is. Clear? This one also. Now we have 2 ratios, we have to check. So what are product of extreme and product of mean? Many of you must confuse how it is possible that these are in gram and these are in rupees. So always remember, in ratio there is no unit. In ratio there is no unit. So now what we have? We have 200 and 2500. Product of extreme, these two are extremes. So product of extremes are 200 into 50. It's a 000, 1 2 3 0, 5 2 10. This one. And that of mean, let me check whether your video is proper or not. Yes, video is proper. So it's a 2500 into 4. It's 25, 4 is 100 and 00. So these two are equal. So they are in proportion. I hope this thing is clear. All of you try to solve your second exercise 8.2 in your book. That's all for today. Thank you.